very much for stopping by. This is Olusegun, popularly known as DSK. For those that are returning to my channel, I want to say thank you so very much. Thank you for stopping by. Today, I want to share something very, very important. Okay, we're just getting started this YouTube channel, and there's something very, very specific that I want to ask you. And I like to think the kind of information you are looking for and you're wanting is study abroad opportunity and study abroad options. So thank you for stopping by. Let's dive right into the topic for today. So I've titled this video the checklist. Okay, things that you have to check if you are truly sure about your study plans. Okay, everybody can wish for something. If wishes were horses, beggars will ride. Okay, so it's not enough to wish for something. It's not enough to want something. But are you ready to really take the bull by the horn and begin the process and not stop till you really get to where you're going to? So I've put out some things on a checklist so that I can remember everything. Okay, all right. So I'm going to start with the very first one in no particular order. These are I call them the 8 or 9 different things that you have to check if you truly want to pursue a study abroad option or a study abroad opportunity. Okay, so the first thing is you need to have your at least your bachelor's degree. Okay, so somebody asked me, okay, Olusegun, how about if I want to study a bachelor's abroad? What do I do? Then, at the very least, you want to have your O levels. So that's like your WAEC, your GCE, or your NECO. Okay, so let me actually call that the very first one. You want to have your WAEC, your GCE, or your NECO. And 5, 6 credits, I think that should do. All right, so that's the very basic one. And you don't want to not have these things ready. This checklist, you want to have them ready. Okay, there's going to be a part 2 of this video, which I'm going to do a little later, and I'm going to put up a little later, but I want you to digest this first one. Okay, the very first thing, you need to have at least your WAEC. Okay, and your certificate must be with you. Not that when you are about to begin the process, then you're just rushing to where is that? Maybe WAEC office to go and search or beg for somebody to get your certificate. You must have that. Then number 2, you want to have your bachelor's degree certificate and transcript. Okay, it is very possible, of course, to have your student copy. You want to have that student copy like now. Okay, though some schools will require you to send your official transcript to them, of course, by DHL or whatever way you want to arrange that through your school, but you want to do everything possible to at least have a student copy. Some schools won't even give you admission till they see a student copy. Okay, that's number 2. You want to have your bachelor's degree certificate and your transcript. Okay, number 3, to improve your chances. Okay, a lot of countries and schools abroad are tightening their requirements. Of course, everybody wants the best students to come to their school, and one way they used to sieve out who is qualified to come and not to come is this stored requirement, and that's the IELTS. Okay, that's the International English Language Examination. Okay, a lot of them go with the IELTS option. I know there are other options, but IELTS seems to stand out. Okay, so you want to have your IELTS, and the good thing is that once you write your IELTS, it can last you for 2 years. So if you really want to do this, 6 months to 12 months should be enough for this timeline of the processing. Okay, so don't be scared. At least your IELTS is still going to be valid for 2 years. It's not going to expire. You can't do this process for 6 to 12 months and not lock down an admission. So some says IELTS compulsory, is not compulsory. Just have it. It improves your chances of the admission and improves your chances of getting a good scholarship. Okay, all right. So the fourth one, you want to have your document authenticated, and when you have them authenticated once, they're authenticated literally for life. So you want to quickly tidy up that authentication. If you're watching this from Nigeria, Authentication is done with Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You want to just have that ready, except you're not ready for the process. If you are, you want to have all these checklists ready so that you're just going to be check, 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 check. You have multiplicity of admissions, so you're going to be choosing the country and choosing the schools because you came prepared and you came ready to the party. Okay? You want to have them authenticated with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with the Ministry of Education. Okay, that's what number 4. Number 5, you want to think of what you're going to use as your proof of fund. Okay, most of these schools don't like to hear that you do business. They like to hear that you are an employee and you have a salary coming in. You can prove that in your proof of funds. You don't need this for admission. You're going to need this for the visa. So, what is admission without visa? Step 1 is admission, step 2 is visa. So, you want to think about the option you want to use ahead of time. Okay, so you want to think about what you're going to use for your proof of funds. Either you're self sponsored because you're an employee somewhere and you can prove that, or you have a sponsor. And it's best when your sponsor is a family member, probably with the same surname, so that you won't need to go through proving that you're related. And if you have to use a sponsor that is not family related or has your same surname, you need to think 2 steps ahead. How you want to quickly prove that you are connected to this person and this person is connected to you and has the ability and the connection to be your sponsor. You want to think of that ahead of time. You don't want to think of that when you've gotten admission. Like a lot of people get admission, they don't tidy up these things, then they miss the admission, waste the admission, or maybe defer the admission and lose the scholarship attached to the admission. All right. Okay. The next thing you want to think about is the money involved. See, this is why I'm going to say this. So this is for those that are probably going to be watching this from Africa, maybe Nigeria, Ghana, Benin Republic. See, so allow me to use this phrase to explain it. Living in Nigeria, for example, is extremely expensive. Leaving Nigeria to go to another country is also extremely expensive. Choose your expensiveness. Choose your expensive route. You want to stay, it's expensive. You want to leave, it's still expensive. So either way, it's expensive. So it's your choice. Okay. So you want to have an idea how much total fees is going to cost, and it's different for different countries, different programs, different schools, and different degree programs. Okay, so you want to think of things like your visa fee. Visa fee is not cheap. Go to VFS. VFS is just going to bill you in different ways. There's the visa fee, there's even the appointment fee, there's the VFS legalization fee if you're legalizing any of your documents, maybe your marriage certificate or your birth certificate, and there's still the legalization fee that you're going to pay to the country that you're applying to. So you need to understand that this thing is not cheap. It is not cheap. It's going to cost you some good amount of money, and you want to have an idea of where the money is going to come from before you start the process. I don't say you need to have it, you need to have an idea where the money is going to come from. Okay, so another thing you need to take note of is if you're traveling out of Nigeria or out of Africa or something, it's best you have a driver's license from your home country so that you can convert it to the driver's license of that country you're going to. If you don't have your driver's license, it's going to take you a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort to get a driver's license of that country. I can tell you that for free. It is probably going to cost you $2,000 or 2,000 euros or 2,000 pounds and a lot of driving lessons. So it's best you have the one from your country, whether Nigeria or Ghana or something, so that you can just convert it. And it's going to be way, way, way easier and cheaper to convert it. And they're probably just going to give you for like 5, 10, 15 years to continue to use. That saves a lot of money. And that saves a lot of time, and that saves you a lot of driving lessons and driving effort. Okay, all right. So you also want to consider the affordability of the school that you're looking at. Okay, I'm going to do another video someday soon about the expensiveness of the different universities in the different countries. Okay, you want to think about, a lot of people just think about year 1 school fees and forget that if you didn't bachelor's, there's year 2, there's year 3. So some people just rough out the money for first year, and second year they're stuck, third year they're stuck. And if you're stuck, you're going to get into problems with the immigration of that country, and that's your stay questionable already. If you're doing masters, it's probably going to be 2 years. After the first year fee, you're going to pay a second year. So you know what that means? You want to think ahead. Do I want to depend on family support from home to pay the first year fees and the second year, third year, depending on how many years your program is going to be for? Do I want to maybe get ready mentally for a job, work or something? You want to think about that even before you start the process. Okay. Then I think the last one on my list for now is you need to think about the right to work. So different countries, okay. So I'm still going to do a comparison of the top 4 countries where people choose as destinations, okay. But on top of my head, I can tell you that some countries will allow you to work 20 hours, some will allow you to do 30 hours, some depending on your program, you're not going to get a right to work. Some they can allow your dependents, maybe your spouse, to work, and some your dependents will not even be able to work. Okay, I'm privy to the information that in United States, PhD students have maybe 20, 30 hours to work, and their dependents can't even work. So PhD student and your dependent can't even work. So you need to understand that, because if you're going to be traveling with spouse, you don't want to put your spouse under pressure or pain. So you will be feeling fruitful and fulfilled, and your spouse is just going to cross leg and do what? Nothing. So you need to consider all of these checklists. So all of these 8 checklists, I like to think 8, 9 checklists is going to help you to begin to plan. He who fails to plan, it's not even planning to fail, has failed already. Okay, so look at this checklist very well. Okay, if you have any personal questions or clarification or confirmation, put it in the comment section. If there's any major thing I'm forgetting, and you've probably done this process before, you want to put it in the comment section to help those that will be watching. And please, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, help me to subscribe so that more people can see this and it can push it out to more people, and we can help more people. This is free information, quality information, valid information, information that some of us wish we got before we started our process. We'll probably have gotten it faster and with less stress than some other people get it. So thank you very much for watching this. Help share this, put your comments in, and I'm grateful to all of the people that will be subscribing. All right, see you in the next video. And remember, your study abroad option is possible. Your study abroad opportunities are going to come your way, but you have to be prepared, because luck is defined as preparation that met with an opportunity. Opportunities are there. It's preparation that is usually not there for many people. So thank you so very much. See you in the next video. Sign out. Bye for now.